What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on DC Legends. What we have today for a limited time is the new hero challenge. I wanted to go in here and play this right now directly. Hopefully we'll be able to beat it. Unfortunately, we only have 114 energy. Hopefully we'll be able to go over everything. I'm not completely sure if we will be able to go over everything, but let's go in here. And one of the great things about this is that it looks like we can use an unlimited number of heroes. I'm not too sure. I think every hero is usable. Let's go on in here. Let's battle. So I'm going to put this on autoplay because it seems like it's going to be a relatively easy stage. Alright, so once you beat it, you only get 5. Alright, and let me go back out of here. The next stage is going to cost 40. So like I was saying, next stage is going to cost 40. And, you know, that's a lot of energy. Definitely not cheap. Let's go on in here. This one should be relatively easy too. And if you're wondering, I did replace one of my characters. I just like Huntress a bit more, that's why. Okay, next stage after this stage. So first is 20. 20, then you get 40. Alright, so 20, 40, and then, you know, the energy is 60. I don't have enough energy right now. And you notice that the picture for these things is now available. Oh, we need one more. Alright. There we go. We have enough energy to do the stage again. Alrighty, let's go on in here. We're gonna battle everything. Ta-da! Alright, we won. And let's see, the next one is going to cost 80. So we're getting 5. We're only getting 5. It's going to cost 80. Oh boy, I'm looking at it. 80 is a lot. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, since it's on discount, we're going to complete 80. And you need level 15 heroes. Alright, let's go into battle. There's no requirement, like you need legendary and stuff, which is great. Alright, so that is done. We're still getting 5. Alright, up next is 100. Usually I wouldn't, you know, I don't want to play the stage because it costs a lot of energy, but we're going to do this. Level 20 heroes required. Alright, we're almost there. Alright. So we got 5. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna replace one of my characters. Okay, so total 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So you're getting 25 each round. And if, you know, for me, I'd recommend you to do this. The first one, I'm going to refresh this because I think it's beneficial to refresh this stage. This is the, this is the first stage. It only costs 20 energy. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace her with the Green Lantern there. I want to see what the bonus does, because I rarely use the bonus. I want to know if I'm going to get more, what do you call it? If I'm going to get more fragments. Okay, so you're still only going to get 5 fragments. That means that, if I were you, I would just refresh the first stage and maybe the second stage as the cost goes up. But let me change my team back so when we get attacked, we won't die. There we go. And let's unlock the character. I want to see this first, though. January login. And here is the, the picture of it. The challenge. Medphyll. Okay, you only need 25, and when you unlock it, right now, let's unlock it. Dun, 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 you only get 2-star. It's good to feel the daylight on your stocks. Alright, going on in here. This is the first time I'm looking at this. Seed construct. Damage an enemy. Shield. Gain 20% shield and taunts. 5 strength down on an enemy. Speed down. Apply damage immunity and 10% shield to an ally. That sounds pretty good. Team leader. This is the one that I like looking at. Hero of J586. Random ally gains 3% shield at the start of every ally turn. Okay. And you notice that, you know, it has plus 5% turn meter up. Shield. Alright, this basically looks like, from, you know, a glance, right? This looks like a character that is support. I don't think it's a attack character. Not that much anyways. It only really has one attack, and that's the first attack. Like, this is the one that, you notice that this is the only thing that has plus damage. This one, the shield, this turn meter, shield again. You know, I think, let's go into battle and see what happens. So, let's place this character into our team. I'm going to remove her again, unfortunately. Ah, that looks cool, doesn't it? You know what? Let's remove this. Let's make an entirely new team of Green Lanterns. Alright, let's do this. We'll start with Hal. Then we will add Jessica Cruz. Then we will add... Where is John Stewart? Alright. The team! The Green Lantern team. And you notice we're on really low. Our power level is really low. So I'm gonna have to pick a stage that is not that difficult. Let's try this one. Hopefully we will do fine. Actually, that one's... It looks kind of weak. Let's try here then. Okay, that looks too powerful. Forget that. I don't want to die. Alright, let's go for him since I want his fragments anyways. Alright, this is... You know, this looks okay. Actually, yeah, it looks okay. Except we need to level him up a bit. I can't have him at level 1 run in there. He'll die. For sure. Oh, wow. I'm gonna go broke if I do that. Alright, he's level 36 now. Alright, let's go into battle now. Again. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I think we should be good. We have Hal there. Hal Jordan. So that's basically his attack. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Nobody can kill except me. Alright. Let's try the shield. Nah, actually, we're gonna taunt if we do that. Let's try this. Alright, that was funny. Let's take him out. I guarantee you somebody's gonna have the Green Lantern team. Alright, let's try this again. Light. Okay, that does no damage, like I was saying. Can you believe it? Without fast forward, this thing is so slow. Unbelievable. Let's try the Construct of Hope. Or let's try this, the shield. Okay, so he's taunting right now. You gotta be careful because when he taunts, right, the enemies will attack that character, which is really, I don't know, depending on what you want. Notice everybody's attacking him. That was a horrible idea. Now we're gonna die. And it only lasts for 1 turn. Oh, this is horrible. Alright, there we go. I was afraid we might die. I was like, hey, you know, it looks like it's gonna be a while. But anyways, that's the character, and, you know, we unlocked him through the challenge, which is awesome. If you want to, you know, if you want to get this character, you could always play through the entire stage. And, of course, you know, again, you can refresh. You could use 100, you know, you could use 100 gems and refresh the first stage if you cannot get past to, you know, this one and this one. Because these might be a bit harder because of the energy, right? Because it costs a lot more energy. This one only costs 20. The first stage only costs 20 energy. Let's go back over here. Let's pick up some of these things. I got to switch team too. I can't use that team forever. We'll die. Let's go into the battle here. PvP. I'm not going to do all of them because, you know, it's going to take a while, but I wanted to do some PvP battles. I need to get my points up. I am so behind. It's unbelievable. Alright, I am really behind. I'm in 2,000 and something place. So anyways, that is about it for this video. I just wanted to go over this character a bit. We were able to unlock him, but it looks like it's more of a support character. You can always let me know what you think in the comments section below. I'm not going to, you know, I don't want to say I'm not gonna use him, but I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna use him. I will try to get him to legendary to see, you know, what characters is good. And of course, I will need a support character sooner or later. And right now, I don't know what support character I should focus on. Obviously, clearly, I can only focus on a certain amount of characters, and I recommend those players that are playing to focus on like 4 characters too. Because when you start focusing on every character, it's very, very expensive. You know when people say this game is expensive? It's expensive if you want to get all the characters to legendary. You notice that most of the characters I've gotten to legendary is from the arena packs. And let's open an arena pack while we're doing this as well. So most of the characters I got into legendary is from fighting in the arena, right? It's not like characters that I have to get through the packs. But anyways, yeah, so focus on 4 characters like I always say. I mean, I finished her, and I finished him, I finished her, and then I finished him. Now, I focused on Huntress. Then I pretty much finished her. And I don't know what's next, but I think I'm working on Green Arrow. I'm working on Castaway Green Arrow because, you know, it's easier to get. You get it through the battle arena packs, and you know the Emerald Archer is also a good one. But I don't want to waste time getting his fragments. And it's not just wasting time. You have to waste energy. That's the thing. That's a big thing. You know, these stages cost energy, right? They're not free. So, anyways, that's about it. I just wanted to go over the challenge, and we went over the challenge. Every stage, all the stage, in fact, And we also played another one of this. And I might actually go on in here. I might refresh this a bit. And I might get him to a 3-star. I'm not too sure. Because, you know, it does cost gems. And I'm trying to save up on gems. Alright. Anyways, I'm going to do this. I need some of these things. These are actually really rare. These power rings. Gee, I'm trying to level up my character, but I can't do it because I'm out of power rings. See, now I'm I'm out of rings again. And yeah, I'll talk more a bit about Huntress once I use her more, but I just got her geared up yesterday. That's about it. But anyways, please be sure to like the video. Let me know how you guys are doing in the hero challenge in the comment section below. You could always let me know what you think about this character as well. Shield bonus for John Stewart, the Green Lantern. They should have made it the Hal Jordan. One of the reasons is, you know, not every player is going to have John Stewart. John Stewart is here. And Chapter 7, obviously, I don't want to say it, but it's not that easy to get to Chapter 7 if you didn't play in beta. And, you know, it might take longer. So, anyways, they should have made it the Green Lantern Hal Jordan. But that is about it for now for this video. DC Legends will be back in the next video as we continue on in the game. I'll talk a bit more about this character after I use the character more, if I use the character more. But, you know, I'm mostly going to talk about characters that I do kind of get to maximum, or at least gear 10. But anyways, see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys get this character for your game. Good luck fighting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Don't miss this character. Obviously, when you miss a character, I don't know how, you know, it's going to take a very long time for it to come back, because you notice the Superman pack and other packs, they're not coming back. So anyways, that is about it for now. We'll be back in the next video on DC Legends. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.